Ethan sat alone in the empty classroom, his eyes fixed on the red marks scattered across his exam paper. For the third time that year, he had failed his final test. His hands trembled as he folded the paper and stuffed it into his backpack. Outside, he could hear the laughter of his classmates, celebrating, talking about college, about life. But Ethan couldn't join them. He was drowning in silence. He had always dreamed of becoming an engineer, but every failed exam pushed that dream further away. "Maybe I'm just not meant for this," he muttered under his breath. His parents had stopped scolding him months ago. Now, they simply looked at him with quiet disappointment, the kind that broke his heart more than any harsh word could. That night, Ethan sat on the porch of his small house in Ohio, staring at the stars. He thought of giving up, dropping out, finding some simple job, moving on. But then, his father's voice echoed in his mind. "Son, success doesn't belong to the smartest. It belongs to the one who refuses to quit." Those words hit him hard. He clenched his fists and made a promise to himself. One final try. Not for his teachers, not even for his parents, but for himself. From the next morning, everything changed. Ethan deleted his social media accounts, stopped wasting time, and built a new routine. He studied 6 hours every day, focusing on understanding instead of memorizing. When his friends went out, he stayed home. When others slept, he pushed through one more chapter. Some nights, exhaustion hit him so hard he fell asleep over his books. But every time he woke up, he whispered, "One more try," and started again. He learned to love the process, the quiet mornings, the late nights, the small wins. His teacher, Mr. Reynolds, noticed the change. One day after class, he said, "Ethan, you've failed before, but I can see something different in your eyes this time. Don't stop." Those words became fuel. Months passed. The final exam arrived. Ethan's hand shook as he held the pen, but his mind was calm. This time, he was ready, not because he was smarter, but because he was stronger. He answered every question with focus and confidence. When the results came out, Ethan almost didn't want to look. But when he finally opened the paper, his eyes widened. He passed. Not just barely, but with one of the highest scores in his class. He couldn't believe it. His parents cried, his teacher smiled, and Ethan stood there, quietly, letting it sink in. The boy who once thought he couldn't do it, had done it. That day, Ethan learned something that would stay with him forever. Failure isn't the end. It's the beginning of your real story, if you're brave enough to try one more time. And from that moment, he carried that lesson into every challenge life threw his way. Because sometimes, one final try really can change everything.